because there weren't hardly no money in it like
there
that.
was no money in it.
So you had to really have a passion for it to
for
stay.
Do you understand
That's
what I'm
why
saying?
from that generation, you only got 1, 2 man that's still
That's
going
still
on.
going
like,
on. This is
Giggs,
what I'm saying.
obviously.
And that's why I
you
say shout
understand?
out to Giggs, because Giggs' transition was very fundamental in the UK rap scene. Do you understand? Because remember, I was pushing people like Young's Teflons when he was YO. I was pushing Blade Brown before we started getting into watches. I was pushing all these UK South London rappers like Giggs. I put Giggs on my mixtape when there was a so-called big beef between Brixton and Peckham. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But Giggs stuck to being a street rapper. Whether signing deals, whether doing collaborations, he believed the UK rap scene is going to bust open. And he kicked the door off the hinges to say, I'm a rapper from the street and you've got to accept me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have enough fans that you're going to have to cut deals with me to get involved in my bread.
Yeah.
And now he is now called the landlord, which I respect him highly for. Do you understand?
100.
And I saw him shout me out the other day on 90s Babies TV, so shouts out to Giggs.
Yeah.
Now, moving past that, 2010, I tried to go back to the UK scene. And at the time I was managing Shiros, I was managing Paige, and you know, those days to me, Paige was one of the best rappers in the whole of the UK.
Yeah, paid 100%.
100%, this is what I'm trying to say. And I then saw again that I'm spending all my money again. My headquarters cost me £2,000 a month, and I had it for just under 2 years. £2,000 a month for 2 years is what, 20?
That one in
40,
Croydon.
the one in Croydon.
Yeah, that was
We're
big as
talking
well.
like £50,000 that I spent in 2 years just on rent. Not the sofas, not the cameras, not the lighting, not the paint, nothing. Just £2,000 a month on rent every single month. So as an investor, I've always invested heavily into myself, into my companies, into paying staff, into paying rent.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted ownership. You understand? But just moving on from in the streets, just ending it, I realised something serious. This was the transition. I didn't have my future in my hands. I was dependent on artists to make it in order for me to make it.
Yeah.
I was dependent on artists to make it in order for me to make money. Like, bro, I'm not a kid. I'm not saying anyone who's in those positions is a kid either, but I'm just saying at my time when I just had a child, I'm saying to my, no, I just had a child. My child was a lot older then. I had the first child when I was 21. But at the time, I'm thinking, hold on, if you lot don't give me songs, I can't do a mixtape.
Yeah.
If you lot don't book and pay for videos for over £500, I can't pay the rent. No. This is too dependent on people.
Yeah.
And I'm dependent on myself.
Yeah.
So I switched lanes. But in the transition, I done something smart. I created Mula Cake clothing while I was in the music industry. So I've got videos of me around Rick Ross in Mula Cake jackets. I've got man wearing Mula Cake. I've got different artists wearing Mula Cake in 2010, 2000.